This happened around 2010 when I was about 6 years old. My family and I were living in a small neighborhood in Springfield, Oregon. It was my older brother, my sister, my mom, and me, as my dad was deployed at the time. I was really close with my dad and always took it hard when he was away. Late one night, I sat on the porch with my mom while she smoked a cigarette, and we watched the rain. While we were sitting there, cold but enjoying the moment together, we noticed a man walking in the middle of the road. He was wearing one of those oversized yellow rain jackets. It immediately caught both of our attention because it was pouring rain really late, and there was usually no one out at that hour. We sat there watching him as he began walking slightly toward our driveway. My mom stood up, grabbed my hand, put out her cigarette, and we watched as the man stopped right next to our garbage cans. My mom turned to take us inside. That's when the man started yelling at us. I don't remember exactly what he said, but I remember being absolutely terrified as my mom rushed me inside. As soon as we got in, she locked the door and turned off all the lights. At that point, I started crying. My mom quickly gathered my siblings and me, shushing us, and we all went into my parents' king-sized bed together. We were all scared, but after a while, everything went quiet. No more yelling, no footsteps, nothing. Eventually, we all drifted off to sleep. That night, I had a terrible nightmare that I can still picture to this day. It was of a man in a big yellow rain jacket, staring through our window. I woke up terrified, crying, and shaking my sister awake just so I wouldn't feel alone. I don't know how much time had passed. My sister got up and walked me to the bathroom connected to the bedroom. She closed the door and tried to calm me down without waking our mom or brother. Then suddenly, we heard loud banging, violent, heavy banging on the front door. My sister immediately rushed out and started shaking my mom awake. My brother woke up too. I stayed frozen in the bathroom, completely terrified. My mom quickly motioned for all of us to stay inside the bathroom together. We watched her walk out toward the front door. We were all crying, shaking, and terrified out of our minds as the man continued banging on the door. My mom tried to find her old BlackBerry phone, but she couldn't find it. That meant we had no way to call the police. The banging got louder. Then the man started screaming. He was yelling for us to let him in, over and over again. It felt completely hopeless. It was just the 5 of us. No phone. And my dad, who was usually our protector, was gone. We sat on the bathroom floor, huddled together, praying that a neighbor would hear and call the police. But no one came. Eventually, the man stopped. He left. No police ever showed up, which made it even more disturbing. We lived in a small, tight neighborhood, and our house was a duplex. There's no way nobody heard that. Eventually, we went back to sleep. For a while, everything seemed normal again. But just a few weeks later, we woke up to something terrifying. The front door was wide open. A window was open too, with a huge hole cut into the screen. Someone had broken in. My mom immediately called the police. There were random items missing throughout the house. But the worst part, my piggy bank was gone. All my savings. And even worse, A large vase filled with cash and coins that my family had been saving for months. That vase had been sitting right next to my bed while we were all sleeping. That part still makes me sick to think about. This was a long time ago, and sadly, my mom has since passed away, and my dad wasn't there at the time, so I don't know every detail. The intruder was never caught, and I don't know if it was the same man from that night. Part of me thinks it wasn't, because that man seemed too aggressive for someone who just wanted money. But then again, I later saw what looked like the same vase sitting on the porch of a neighbor. A man who lived alone, someone we barely ever saw. So honestly, I don't know. But I do know one thing. None of us were hurt, and maybe that's the only reason this story didn't end much worse.